Hello.
Hi, this is Nomi from RXP.
Hi, this is Brandon, but you know that 'cause I gave you my phone number.
A little creeper, social media.
Yeah, well, I'm usually the creeper, so it's fine.
Okay, perfect. So at least we're equal on this social media stuff.
Yeah, I mean, my whole life doesn't exist without social media. So, honestly, this is proof of it.
Thank you so much for taking the time, first of all, to talk to me about this. It was just really awesome that you guys are willing to do a quick phone interview.
Oh, hey, we were happy that you guys wanted to do it. It was like a unexpected situation. It just kind of happened and turned out awesome. I don't know what else to say, but
Right. Well, for anybody that does not know, a few nights ago, you guys basically were robbed.
well, basically yesterday morning we woke up. I'm like, I think we might have. We're a broke band. Look, we're a small band. We don't have like all these giant people really supporting us. Like, we barely got a deal and got our stuff out or whatever. So not like we have a lot of money. So we wake up and we're like, I think we have enough money to go see Planet of the Apes, right? So we were excited about waking up, getting all Denverized, stoned or whatever, and going to see Planet of the Apes.
It's legal here.
I know. So whatever. We were going to get super high and go see Planet of the Apes. That was our plan. So I go out into the van, and we all get in the van, and we're like, this looks weird. And Tacon's like, hey, my wallet's not in here. Maybe I left it in the hotel room. So he goes back up to the hotel room. And my room manager goes, Brandon, I don't think your amp's here. And we look around and we go, wow, somebody robbed all of our stuff. We're screwed. Like, we got robbed. We have no guitarist, no sampler, no anything. They even stole my computer bag with my hard drive in it with all these demos I was working on and all this stuff. And they did it so well that we didn't even notice we had gotten robbed. So we were like, well, what do we do? We have no money and nobody asked for money. So what do we do? And I just posted on Facebook, hey, we just got robbed. And so many of our fans said, do an Indiegogo or Kickstarter that we just did it as a Hail Mary. Literally, I was on my knees at this Wyndham in the middle of Indianapolis, throwing up a Hail Mary, looking up at the sky, and then within a couple hours, we had enough money pretty much to cover everything that we needed, and now it just keeps going, and now we're able to make our show even better and maybe even do some other things with the money to further our band. So at first we were just looking to fix a problem we had, and now it's turning into this little movement of all of our fans showing that you don't really need all these companies to get behind you. You just need people to get behind you. It proves to me that crowdfunding is completely real. The people who do it just have to believe in you, and it has to be something that matters to them.
So it was not just your stuff, Brandon. It was John's stuff, too. It was the whole band.
It was the whole band stuff. Honestly, the only thing that they didn't take was, John's actual drums. All of his electronic gear, all of his mics, all of the stuff that we use, because we're multi-instrumentalists, so we do multiple things. So it's half the band, John does, drums and multiple other things. And also all the gear that we used to write on the road with. John's acoustic guitar, my acoustic guitar, the other stuff that we had, which we didn't really even replace because, we need it, but we're trying to wait until we have enough to do everything. Right. We're also trying to, do a shirt in honor of all the people who donated, and we're going to do a new shirt where it's all the people's names who donated to us as, a nice thing to do because we're just proud that everybody stepped it up so hard. But they took everything they could possibly take from our van, except for John's drum. For some reason, they were like, nope, we don't like drums.
Well, maybe haters against drummers. What's up?
Listen.
Well, and we're not talking about $100 or anything. We're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, we're talking about thousands of dollars. And a bass that I cannot replace because literally it was the first bass I had since I was 14 years old. I customized it myself. I practiced in the dark with that bass. I practiced upside down with that bass. I cried over that bass as a little 15-year-old bitch. What I'm saying? I'm an emotional dude. I wrote songs. It was a living creature to me, that bass. And I'll never get it back. Luckily, in my stupor the night before, I was lucky enough to bring in my spare bass that I have, so I'm good with that. But really, my main bass that was, the one that I love so much, it's gone,
And you can't replace those kind of memories or any of that.
No, you can't. I mean, I'm talking I played every show that I've ever played as Brandon Azraf with that bass. Every one.
I'm so sorry for the heartbreak. And I know that you just mentioned a few minutes ago that your computer was taken and it had demos. Was that possibly new music for your guys' upcoming, album possibly, or EP?
Well, it was like new music. Like we're already done and just waiting on like how we're going to put out the new stuff. That's already done. But like I had new demos because I'm always trying to think ahead, Yeah. So it was just, I'm always working on demos. So there were just new demos that I've been working on for the past like month or so. So it kind of, it sucked because they were in their baby stages. But at the same time, maybe it's going to make me write something different. So honestly, this whole experience is so positive and people keep donating. And honestly, like if people keep donating to us and we keep going past our goal, we might be able to just do something really, really amazing because we've always been an underdog band that just scrapes by. We get tours here and tours there. It's not like they pay $1 million. We just do what we're doing because we love doing it, and we have the best fans out there. I mean, this proves that our fans are just so ridiculously passionate.
And you guys have fans here in Colorado Springs, too, because I even received a few phone calls of people being like, is there a way we could get them to perform here in town and we could bring donations to them and stuff so people here are also thinking of ways to help you guys out.
I mean, that's amazing because honestly, we've just been going and going and going, right? And you don't really have a grasp on how many people care about you until the chips are down and they really show that they care about you. Because really, this whole thing, we're just like the underdog band, so we just keep pushing through, we've gotten some breaks, but really for the most part, it's a battle to keep doing what you're doing. But really, we wouldn't want it any other way because the long way is much better than the fast way.
It's so refreshing that you guys are still positive and optimistic about the situation.
I'm not going to lie. I wasn't too positive when I woke up. But when everybody proved to me that they love us, I was taken back.
Yeah.
I never cry, ever. And that was a little emotional.
Oh, how can you not
I was
be?
thinking about it, and it's an emotional thing, It's not about the money. It's just about the fact that people cared. Actually, we reached past our goal now, and now people are donating. So now we're, basically planning to, make our stage show and everything crazier than it was. So
that's amazing.
For 29 more days. So, I mean, we're not trying to be the greedy band, but it seems like now we have an opportunity to do the things that we always wanted to do because we had all these plans to add props to our shows and more I do a lot of interactive stuff. I use the Haystein Live and whatnot. I want to do more stuff where we incorporate lights and whatnot and more instrumentation with us. We can buy more gear and also just we can have more gear now to write songs because all of our stuff to write songs with was wiped out. All of our synths and all that stuff, anything we had was gone. All the programs that I bought on my computer, that I had on my hard drive are all gone. That's something we got to get to. So it's one of those things where now we didn't even really plan to make enough money to get that stuff back. But now that people are donating more, we'll be able to really we're really going to be able to become a better band because really it sucks, but you need funding to do the things to get to the next level of what you're doing.
And now the sky's the limit. And just because of the fans, you're able to get crazier.
Yeah. If people keep donating and keep this thing going, who knows? Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you for taking the time. Brandon from Brick Mortar.
No problem. I want everybody to know that we're on our way right now to buy some more of the gear to replace it because now we have to track down where to buy all the gear we had because it's very specific. So.